Welcome back to Fan Central. Now, a little bit after that horrible storm passed through Western Jamaica, the news came out that St. Elizabeth Technical was one of the schools most badly affected. And from then, there were those who felt that one good way to give back to the St. Elizabeth community is for States to live the prestigious Dacosta Cup. Well, that has happened. And one very happy coach joins us for a bit. We're talking, of course, about Omar Wedderburn, the man they call Rambo around these parts. How are you, Sir Rambo?
Not bad, and thanks for having me tonight. I know, but good.
Rambo, you would have won, what is it, 3 on your own, but you would have been assistant coach to 2 others since your States, right?
Yes, yeah.
And that started in 1999, I think. Give us your history as far as titles are concerned at States.
Yeah, well, the first title started in 1999 when Mr. Senior and Mr. Dunwell was the head coaches. I really started off as goalkeeper coach back then.
Yeah.
And from 1999, the next time we looked at the title again, it was 09 with Andrew Edwards. Then I was the assistant to us, Andrew Edwards. And Andrew go on to win Ben Francis. I'm 10 and 11, we win Ben Francis together. Then Andrew leave in 2012. 2012, I win the Ben Francis, lose at final to Jackie Walters, the Old Fox. And then 2013 for me, Dacosta Cup, Ben Francis. 2014, Ben Francis. 2015, Ben Francis, Dacosta Cup. And 2016, Ben Francis. And then
this one?
No, then last year, 2024, Ben Francis, then this 2025.
Rambo, I saw your reaction after the game where you bawled on the place. I don't recall so many tears in any of the successes that you've had. What was different about this one?
You know, the whole thing with the Storm, though, and honestly, whenever time I try hard in the game not to turn to the grandstand, because whenever time I turn to the grandstand and look, I can see fans out there that don't going back home to any current, don't have any water, So it's just a driving force, and I try to stay focused. I try to stay focused to get the boys to be focused to do it for them, because the fans were really our main motivation towards this thing after what we got through in the hurricane.
So that is why I saw, who was it that's trying to console you? Boy, you were really bawling. Let me ask you, it was Coach Harrison that hugging you up on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because from this time, we always talk about this, it's the only thing we can do for the parish.
Right.
Talk from our perspective, like coach to players, I think we can give them an early Christmas, and so we always focus with that one thing, and to the thing that you focus on and put in the work for achieve it, to give you a different feeling.
Right. At one point, Rambo, we thought that the competition may or may not have happened. During those weeks when Issa met and were contemplating whether to just scrap the whole thing, were you still in training? Did you keep the guys together?
We were together, but not training, to be honest, because remember the Storm catch me and the team together,
Right.
Yeah, we was in the same dam and thing, so we always been together. I think 4 days after the Storm, we let who wanna leave to go and see if there's anything wrong with the home and stuff like that. So after that, and everybody come in, we were just a wait. Just did it and we are wait for the moment. We are wait to hear the right thing. We are listening out for. But we never really get into any general training. The boys do stuff on their own, but we say you have a coach there in the present. No. But when that meeting keep with Issa and they decide a date, that's when we start getting the competition mood now fully.
Okay. Did the guys, while Issa was deliberating whether or not they should continue with the tournament, what were your guys saying? Was it a case of coach who want to play, or was it, or they had to be convinced to continue play?
No, you know, they always wanted to play. Trust me, they always wanted to play, and I wanted to play because we know we could win.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this now because we win. If you check in and around the community, people can tell you that they always saying they can win this year. So you know, we never know. We never know if or if not, but we was just there with our mindset. So whenever time they say they are ready, we wanna be ready too.
Yeah. All right.
That's why. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
in the final, though, you got Glenmuir, and I've heard you elsewhere saying you don't know why people were saying Glenmuir were favorites and not Stets. You were no underdogs, and boy, you take that hard in a Rambo. Why was
Yeah,
it? Why?
but-
Why were
but
you so upset when you heard that Stets were coming into the game as underdogs?
Me glad I bring up this too because I want to clear here with something too. But me I got to you first. All right. When I check on a team that play that have 14 clean sheet, right?
Yeah.
Cut 5 goal and don't lose a match. I cannot see why that team is going into a final as an underdog.
Yes.
The best defensive record in the competition.
So you were always confident that you could get the best of Glenmuir and Mr. Pierce.
Yeah. A matter of fact, from last year when Glenmore beat us at States, I always tell them, say, anytime I beat Glenmore, they have a next game to play. So from last year, we have this carving in our brain, carving in our mind, that whenever time we see Glenmore, and we never want to play Glenmore nowhere else, the more in the final.
So you wanted Glenmuir, you wanted to beat Glenmuir in the final?
Yeah, because honestly, when I really look around on the teams this year, we have it in mind that we and Glenmore is the best 2 teams.
Yeah.
So no, not take any credit away from Glenmore. We always say that when we look around, Glenmore is the next best to we. Honestly, no, what I want to clear the air with now, Friday evening I do an interview just leading up to the final on Saturday. For the who was doing the interview, referee talking about the final, asked me how do I feel going into the final as an underdog.
Yes.
My answer towards that question is I don't know about in front the dog, beside the dog, behind this underdog. So when I do an interview on Saturday, I was referring back to that person.
Yes.
Pedigree, and you have mongrel. So who is the mongrel now?
Oh.
Just cut it short right there. Yeah. However, now people from Glenmore is taking this as a joyride, as in me say Glenmore is mongrel. We and Glenmore have a good relationship, and I will never, ever disrespect a school like that.
Yeah. You and Andrew Pierce, good.
Yeah, and Mr. Palmer and the principal,
Yeah.
Madam Doc, we all have a good relationship. So I feel hurt about the situation because I even extend my honest gratitude and call Mr. Palmer last night. And I said, Mr. Palmer, I am hearing something. I am really upset about it because I never refer to Glenmore as a mongrel. You understand? So this whole thing now, I am saying, Mr. P, mind some people just I use them emotion through them hurt
Okay.
from the final and saying that I didn't call any name. But
All right,
I was interviewed that on Friday.
I have 3 quick questions to ask you. I have less than a minute to go. Olivia Shield, does it matter who comes or you're confident that you can lift that as well?
Well, Oliver Shield is not matter who come. We are Excelsior is playing the Oliver Shield.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So you don't mind Excelsior coming. All right. 2, were you worried when it went to penalties? I think you had a man down at the time against Glenmuir in the final.
No. Honestly, no, because all right, when we went one dumb shot, that everybody make up their mind for the penalty. Because we just plan to hold them out, and whenever time reach in Texas, we know we have the right ammunition.
Oh. All right, Coach Omar Rambo Wedderburn, so congrats. This one was sweet. And we're looking forward to that Olivia Shield game against Excelsior. They are here as well, you know, they're looking at you. So,
Big up, man. First, you know, man, Sam and crew, coach, big up yourself, coach.
all right, Rambo, big up yourself and congrats again. Just extend our congrats to the entire State fraternity for us.
No problem. Excelsior family, big up to
All right.
all of Westmoreland. Big
Yeah.
up. All right.
So that's Omar Wedderburn. Now, I can tell you, the one thing you can't say about Rambo is that he doesn't give great interviews. Very interesting fellow. You could listen to Rambo all night. Congrats again, Stets, and you will hear from your rivals in that television final in just a little bit. Stay with us. What was the score in the final again, NJC?